Okay, we are recording. All right, this is I guess you'd say my first training for 2024, and I hope it won't be my last one. Now, this is going to be for some of you, we'll call more of a familiarization type seminar or lesson. It's going to be very short, to the point. One of the biggest problems that we all have and we see is that you hear people say, I can't get my three, or I don't know how to get my three, or it's hard for me to get my three. So I thought that'd be a good topic to talk about tonight. And I like to call this one, I can't get my three. Okay, I hear you, but the first question I have to ask whenever you go into a business, and I think Shauna would agree with that since she's just opened up her own business. One of the first things that you have to have is that you have to have some type of strategic plan for success. Success doesn't just happen. Okay. So the first thing you need to ask yourself is, what is your plan? Or have you taken the time to sit down and write out a plan for success? Because without it, you're like working in the dark. Okay. And I hope that makes sense to everybody. So, what I want to talk about right now is just some different ways to market to be able to get your three. And we're going to talk about marketing offline first. Now, some of you may be familiar with some of these terminologies, and I'm not going to go into a lot of detail. I just want to hit just a quick overview on some of it. One of them is cost, and I truly believe in this one in the offline market because I had a lot of success when I was in the States. Uh, Everything from Amway to what was it called? Prepaid legal. Yeah, that was a big one I did back in 2007, 2008 in the States. And we did house parties. They actually call them private business receptions. They're not very hard to set up, and they're very effective because what you're inviting people that you know. And normally when you do these, what you do is that you have what we call a closer, which means it's just someone that's above you that has a little bit more knowledge than you do, that will, at the end of the presentation, or sometimes if you're in the same town, you might invite them in to do the presentation, and you'll be surprised at how fast that you can grow a downline by using home parties or PPRs. Think about companies like Tupperware, and who else can I think of? Mary Kay and companies like this. That's how they had so much success. And then, of course, normally what happens when you have your house parties, they'll end up being so many after a period of time that you'll end up moving to what we call hotel meetings. Okay, which means normally when you have hotel meetings, the the team chips in. Let's say you have I don't know, a team of 20 people in one town. Then rather than have 4 or 5 meetings going on a particular night, you all get together 1 or 2 nights a week and you bring your guests to a hotel, and normally we'll all chip in for the cost of that hotel for that particular night right there. And then of course, with the weather changing outside, one that you need to be thinking about very heavily is setting up stands at your local fairs, church events. I've even done them at job fairs, um, carnivals, fest. These are all different places where you're able to actually rent a table, possibly get you a sign made, some business cards, and be able to mingle and pick up leads that way by talking to people. I don't know if any of you have heard of meetups. Meetups are normally a place where you get to mingle with other people who are in the network marketing industry. They don't have to be in your company. It's just like a social evening, and normally you get to exchange business cards And who knows, you might find somebody that's actually looking for a change and they're actually tired of what they're doing. And if that makes sense, uh, okay. I can't see my chat, so I guess I can't really say we're putting one in the room, all right? Because I can't see my chat. I got a full screen going on here. But if you do, you can put a one in there and I'll look at it after. Or of course, if you had any questions, we'll have a Q&A when I get to the end. All right. So where were we at? Business meetup, business cards. Business cards are, when you're marketing offline, can be very helpful when you're out and about. Okay. I have a dear friend down in Georgia. He has been doing this. I met him in 2005 and I just talked to him last week, and he still does this today. He has a practice of leaving the house with 10 business cards. And his day is not over until those 10 business cards are in someone's hand. So think about that. You're out and about, you're meeting people all day. If you have a business card and you've got a website, especially with a funnel attached to it, right? Business cards are a great way to get your information out there. Then, of course, you have flyers. Believe it or not, they say that flyers are still one of the number one ways of marketing offline. It's said that flyers stay in the home normally anywhere from 14 to 21 days. Okay, flyers. So flyers are still effective. Then, of course, you have what you call car mats and stickers. I'm sure you've seen those before, yard signs. And I left cold calling to last because a lot of people, it's something that you have to learn. One of the most important things about cold calling when you're out and about, you have to have an elevator pitch. Excuse me. I have asthma, so if my throat is not wet, then you won't be able to hear me. Cold calling is effective. I'm just going to say elevator pitch. Um, your elevator pitch should be so effective. It's actually a short story about your business, but it should be so effective that if you jumped out of an airplane and had to pull a parachute cord, that you'd be able to get your elevator pitch or presentation done within that period of time. So it has to be very short, direct, and of course, be able to catch someone's attention. I hope that makes sense to everyone. Now, what I want to move on to, we're going to go online because online marketing is where most of us are at right now. Now, you have different forms of online marketing. Content is key. Content is key because content is going to bring you engagements to whatever post that you're putting up. All right. So it's important that you learn. If you don't know how to now, you learn content marketing. And then most of us are familiar with email marketing because we've probably gotten into someone's funnel who's actually sent us some what we call follow-up emails. Um, I've seen them go anywhere from 30 to 60 days. Normally, they'll go out that far. Okay. Now, there's some people out there that said that you keep emailing people until they actually opt out. So where I'm at now, very hot way to market right now, of course, is video marketing. And when I say video marketing, you have to anything from Reels to YouTube to TikTok. Video marketing is very strong, and they don't have to be long videos. And believe it or not, they don't even have to be live videos, meaning with you in them. If you're using the right content, you can get away without using you. Of course, you and your voice, your personality sells. So if you're not afraid of a camera, then you should be doing video marketing. And if you are afraid of a camera, you need to learn how to make it your friend. Okay. So Zoom opportunity meetings, as you know, as example, in our company, they're actually more than just Monday night, thanks to D Ford. Normally there's something going on almost every day as far as some type of Zoom opportunity meetings. If you feel strong enough, you can get a presentation, you can actually schedule them and do them yourself. There's no problem at all with that. Posting ads, that's a great way. You've got two types of posting of ads, okay? Example, you have ads that you can pay for, such as on Facebook, Instagram, and I even found out you have ads on TikTok that you can actually pay for. All right. Now, a lot of times people will just do normal posts on their Facebook, in their Facebook story, on Instagram story, or on LinkedIn. So it depends on how many social media things that you're actually into. But these are very effective ways of marketing. Messenger marketing. And this is one of my favorites. A lot of people, how can I say this? They don't like to use it because they feel that they are invading someone's space. Okay. So messenger marketing comes down as to how you do it, meaning what type of questions you ask. And I'm sure a bunch of you probably get people coming into your box every day with some type of offer for you that they want you to join. Does that make sense? Right. And then, of course, social media marketing. I've actually named some of the waves that are very familiar, such as your Instagram is big, your TikTok. Some people say TikTok is #1 right now. LinkedIn, I've done LinkedIn. I used to do Twitter before they changed to X. That's a long story, but I know some people still use that. Now, the last one I put down below, which is funnel marketing. I just believe that if a person in this day and age is marketing without using some type of funnel, they're actually hurting themselves. And I hear someone's microphone is open. If they'd be nice enough to close, it'd be great because we're recording. Okay, so let's talk about funnel marketing just for a second. My apology. As we know, I think it's been, well, I know it's been at least a week since Shauna got with a builder and actually put together our own funnel system for marketing. And trust me, I've been using funnels online now. My goodness, yeah, it's been that long already. Let's just say since 2012. Actually, it goes back further than that. And I wanted to just try to give you an idea that your funnel, of course, you have to send traffic to it. Now, within our funnel marketing system, there's actually a school there. And I believe there's about 18 different lessons on marketing within our system, right? Which is very good. But as long as you can point traffic to that funnel, that means that's the less talking that you have to do. I was talking to a young man that I hate to say he was very negative. He wasn't having success since he's been on board. And of course, I hate to say this, a lot of times when people don't have success, they want to blame everybody. And so I asked him, was he using the funnel? Of course not. He was not using the funnel. So I suggested, because of the reports that we're getting from other people who are having success, that he needed to be using that funnel because that funnel works, right? It was put together very well. And like I said, all you have to do is point traffic, and you can see some of the ways you have paid traffic you can send to it. Your social media posts are going to send traffic to it, classified ads, email marketing, blog marketing, and of course, your video marketing. They will all send leads to your funnel. And what it actually does is going to filter out your tire kickers, and it's going to have you end up talking to good people and getting good people into your business. Okay? Everybody with me on that? So, oh, by the way, I'm sorry, if you have not gotten yours, or you then what I would suggest to you, #1 is to go to your sponsor, give them that courtesy. Go to your sponsor and ask them if they've got the Smarter Than Money marketing system. Then if they don't have it, right, and you know the person that's above them, ask them. If they don't have it, then of course you can end up either asking Shauna or myself, and we'll definitely get you the system. Fair enough? Great. So what will system do? It'll send you a lot of numbers. It'll get you more good people in the business, which of course is going to make you go up the ladder faster and make these numbers a reality. That's what a system is going to do for you. Even if you've been on, well, if you were on last week's locker room, our CEO, Greg Baldwin, he was talking about systems. Systems. You got to have a system. Systems do work. And this is our system right here, and it is working. Okay? So, I told you I was going to be short and to the point. I know some people want to have some questions, but before we go into questions, I want to let Shauna have the floor. Shauna, you there?
Yes, thank you. Short and sweet, straight to the point. Okay, guys, I don't understand if you guys know what's going on or not, but guys, the system is a great system. I had a few signups. I actually had someone on the team who already has 7 signups with the system. So that's absolutely incredible. And if I could give you guys any advice, guys, it's just pretty much find a way to run your business on autopilot. If you don't like talking to people, you don't like showing up, and if you can't be as consistent as you like. Does that make sense? Other than that, moving forward, I'm doing a lot on my end and my part, guys, but I'm ready to go. Okay, so Elton had 19 signups. I know another student had 7 signups. You guys, I have a lot of leads, but I had at least 3 or more signups using the system. And this is freeing up a lot of my time, which is really good because I'm launching another business, right? And for the rest of you out there, guys, trust me, the system works, right? You just got to be willing to step out, okay? Step outside your, what we like to call your comfort zone, because greatness only happens outside of your comfort zone. And that's what I'm going to leave you guys with. Absolutely incredible, guys. I'm not going anywhere. I do want to bring that to someone's attention. I know someone said, well, I see Shauna marketing something else. You guys, I'm not with another company. The company I am launching is for me, and so that we can give people in the world better products. That has nothing to do with Smarter Than Money. Just understand I'm here full time. I'm not going anywhere. Other than that, guys, let's run. We tell you guys the same thing. So this week I'll tell you, don't run, don't do anything, don't work, just get the system. Thank you, Mr. J.
All right, no problem. Does anyone have any questions about the information that was covered tonight, first of all? If you have a question, just unmute your mic. If you don't have a question, that means I did a great job. All right, now we can't go anywhere unless I hear from my buddy, Mr. Elton. That'd be terrible if we got off. Elton, could you please share with us your experience using phones throughout
You
your...
dragged me into this. I didn't say anything. I was being quiet.
I know. I asked you if you would share your experience, because you've been in the business a while, about using systems, funnel systems, not just ours, but what you see as the necessity for.
Well, for those of you who are in my team, literally 2 days ago, I posted in our team group about how important systems are. We all have systems, whether it's your body, your job, your car, your house, everything is a system. And to utilize those systems that are given to you now, like the marketing system that we have as a team, I mean, the thing is amazing. It literally walks people through everything that they want to do. It has been such like Sean Lisa said, it has refreshed so much time for me because now right down to the fact, once I get them signed up, I send them another link and that link takes them through all the steps, joining the groups, joining Smarter Than Money, how to get in our chat, everything. And literally I have people popping into my Facebook group. I'm like, who are you? Who referred you? Oh, wait, you're one of mine because you came through my system. Okay, so it's amazing. It's helping the team grow. And my team personally, Jay, Sean, Elise, I will talk to you about this afterwards. But we have launched a lot of things based around that system. So all I'm telling you guys is if you follow the system, you're gonna have success, period. That there's no sugarcoating, there's no, I can't be any plainer. Follow the system, stop crying, stop whining about what you can't get. Because I know, Jay, you're familiar with this term or this phrase. People who say they can't won't. The people who say they can will, because you make up your mind where your life goes. I don't care what you believe in, higher power, karma, whatever it is. You determine what you get out of this life. And if you follow the system and say, I can do this, it may be hard. You may get a lot of no's, but you're going to get some yeses and you're going to get success. Get out of your box, go through the tornadoes, go through the lava, go through the perils of life, and get to the other side where everything you want is sitting on that other side. Don't be lazy. Don't be scared. Just get up and go get it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Great job, El.
Mario, I see your question. I was not prepared for that tonight. We do have a video in the guide section that where Shauna actually went through the actual marketing system. So if you want to go to the guide section, feel free to do that. Okay, it's in the guides, but there is a video in there that actually shows how the system functions. I hope I answered your question.
Yes, and Reverly has her hand up for a question.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Thanks for the training. It's great. I want to make sure that I didn't miss anything. I heard Elton speaking about the process of how people got into his funnel. So I want to make sure I'm clear if I heard it correctly. Did I hear that you sent them the second page after they signed up?
Yeah,
Because okay. I thought
in
the
your back,
funnel was send them the second page with the links.
well, I do it just because I want to make sure that they got it. Okay. I
Okay.
guess you could say I'm detailed like that because I don't want any excuses. But when you send your first funnel link, yes, I do believe it goes all the way through to that point. I
Okay.
just don't leave it out there and wonder or guess.
Okay.
Only because at that rate, once you put it out there and you sent it to them, if they're in your back office, you have either an email or a text phone number. So you
Right.
can email that link to them or text it to them, or some people who are anal like myself, I will do both because I don't want any excuses on why you
Mm-hmm.
couldn't do what needed to be done. But they also can't come back to you now as their leader and say, oh, well, you didn't tell me that.
Sure.
Did you check your text? No. Did you check your email? Maybe you should do that before you tell me what I didn't tell you.
Okay. And then
And
this is for another question for anybody. Is there a page that shows what the emails say? Because yeah.
That you can find that in the back office. Okay.
Jay, can I interject real quick?
Say again?
Please? Can I interject really quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
You let me in here. This is your fault.
Go ahead.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna say, and I've had to answer this question multiple times for the people in my specific team that have purchased the funnel. People, and this is not to be mean or rude, people are too nosy. Okay? The system works. You've got somebody who got 7, I got 19, Shauna's got some. The emails that go out to these people, yes, you can find them in your back office, but here's the thing. Do you go and figure out how much different things took to build on your car when you put the key in and drive it? No, you put gas in, you turn the key, you push the pedal. Let the system do what the system does. All you got to know is that it's working. Okay. Because we start getting back in there and we start finding things and nitpicking things and looking at stuff. And it may not be the way you think it is, but like I've told my entire team already, it may not be the way you think it should be, but the system is working. It's getting people, whether it's your people right now or not, eventually they will be. However, what were you doing before the system? You wouldn't have got the system if what you were doing was working. Okay, so all I'm saying in the most polite way possible is just let the system be what it is. We don't need to know all the ins and outs of it. It's not gonna send anything with, profanity or anything negative. It's all there designed to build your business for you. So I would suggest don't even worry about finding them. Let it do what it does.
I'm gonna
Awesome.
hold that. So, okay, for now. Do you have any tips on traffic? I might go back to that, Elton, but I'll leave it alone for now.
Okay,
But do you have any
second.
tips on traffic?
Tips on traffic, again, when you go into the school, SKOOL part,
Uh-huh.
there's all kind of information. There are lessons there. They're gonna talk about traffic and everything. Because
Okay.
everyone has a different one budget, right?
Yeah. Okay.
You can use, but it will give you all the ideas that you need.
Okay, cool. That's what I was wondering too, if we needed a little extra just for budget, like for advertising.
If you're gonna use paid,
Okay.
of course.
Okay. All right, great. Thank you.
All right, did I answer your questions, or did we answer your question?
Uh-huh. Yeah, yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Shauna, you were gonna say something? I heard you starting. No?
Yes, I was just gonna tell Miss Reverly an email do go out, and it's the new A-Step STM system and everything that they need to do to get started. It's in that email, so it does send the emails out accordingly to whatever level they're on, just so you know.
All right, cool. Thank you.
All right, I'm just gonna throw this out there because I understand that he's doing a lot of good work over there in, I'm not gonna mess up, Mario, are you in England or are you in Australia?
I'm in the UK.
You're in the UK, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I understand you're doing a lot of work with Zoom meetings. How's that going?
Yeah, it's going all right. Yeah, we're building it up slowly but surely. Like all things, these take time. But we're doing regular 2 meetings a week at the moment on a Tuesday and a Thursday at 8 p.m. We're doing regular presentations. And
Okay,
also got a team doing it in New Zealand as well, 8 p.m. New Zealand time as well.
okay.
So
If you could share those times with us, we can try to give you some support also.
all right, that'd be brilliant. Okay, I'll do that.
Okay,
I'll pop them in the group.
all right.
Excellent.
Appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
Appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
All right. I think we're done. No more questions? All right. This is one thing I don't know what to do, and I guess maybe we need to take a poll because I would love to see 100 people on these calls. There's so much information out, and even though we record, I know a lot of people do not go to the guide section and listen to those recordings. I just know it. And that's why we chose to do some type of live training once a week. And if 6 p.m. on a Sunday, we couldn't do it last night, so we're doing it on a Monday. If that doesn't work, possibly we might need to take a poll to see if we can get a larger crowd out. And that way, the leaders who decide to do some type of training, it'll be worth their time to get on to train. And I hope that makes sense to everybody. Before we close out, Shauna, do you want to say anything?
Nope, we're good.
All right.
Great training. Thank you.
All right. I wanted to make it short, sweet, and to the point. All right. So if anybody doesn't have a 3, they'll know now, and I'll try to get this recording in the group later today. I'm gonna wish everybody an awesome evening, and I'm not as good as she is. Shauna, do you want to lead the core? Would everybody unmute their mics? Please unmute your mics and join in. I want to hear a couple of let's
Unmute it.
goes. Y'all ready?
Guys, ready? Let's go.
Yes.
Go.
Let's go, guys. Let's
Let's
go.
go.
Let's
Let's
go.
Let's go.
Let's go.